This is the most complex and sophisticated machine on the planet, that's kashi.
Yantra means a machine or a mechanism. Normally every machine that we have built essentially to enhance who we are. So whenever you create a machine, you're taking a certain part of the earth. Everything that we have created is dug out of this planet one way or the other. When you take material from this planet, there is a certain inertia to that machine. So when we think of something that has to function for perpetually or for an extraordinary length of time, we want to create a machine which does not have this need for inertia. So we try to create an energy machine. This is what you traditionally know as yantras. Yantras can be very simple yantras. A simple triangle is a basic yantra. Various types of arrangements can be done to build different levels of machines which will function for your well-being. So this kashi is a phenomenal yantra like never before or never after to create a large human body, a magnificent human body which doesn't have the inertia of carrying physicality with it, so that it will be on all the time and it can just download the whole process.
Solar system is like a potter's wheel. Because it's churning in a certain way, this manifested this way. This is a pot that has been churned out of this potter's wheel of solar system. So it's all very related. The diameter of the sun and the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 times. And within your own system, out of 114 chakras, 112 are in the physical body. But when it comes to doing something, there are only 108 that you can work with. The other four will just blossom if you nurture the rest. There's nothing to do about them. So there are 108 systems of yoga to activate 108 chakras in the body. The whole city was built like that. Because it's made of 5 elements and generally it's considered Shiva being a yogi and a Bhuteshwara, his number is 5. So, they built it to the dimensions of 5, the 5 kroshas and the diameter and the radius of the place is 5 kroshas. Like this, they built many layers. So this is showing you the fundamental geometry of Kashi. So, at the edge of the Ganga is where it begins, and these circles describe the parikrama, the outermost parikrama, totally measuring to 168 miles. The city itself is built like this, and temple is a smaller manifestation of that. This is the geometry of the original temple. It is absolutely complex. The core of it does not exist anymore. There are 72,000 shrines, the number of nadis. So they built 70,000 and they created sufficient corners around, angles around to make it multiply itself into 72,000. So it is the number of nadis in the human body. The whole process is like a manifestation of a mega human body to make contact with a larger cosmic body. Geometrically, a perfect manifestation of how the cosmos or the macrocosm and the microcosm can meet. They created an instrument in the form of a city.
To create a tower of light, to create a connection with the cosmic manifestation, and here we are, the microcosm, to connect these two things, they created 468 temples. They're shrines. The basic temples are 54 for Shiva, 54 for Shakti or Devi. This is because in the human body itself we see that one half is Pingala, other is Ida, this is masculine, this is feminine. This is why Shiva being represented as half Ardhanarishwar, half female body and half male body. So they created the whole city like this body, and these 468 came because for 13 months in a year, in the lunar calendar, every 3 years there's an extra month. 13 months and 9 planets into four directions or four fundamental elements. Five elements are there, we don't do much about Akash. Your physical body is seen as 72% water, 12% earth, 6% air, 4% fire, another 6% is space. So if you have mastery over this, all yogic system comes from an essential science called Bhuta Shuddhi. That means mastering or cleansing the elements within you. If you take certain mastery over your elements, suddenly you will see wonderful things will happen to you. I can show you thousands of people who walked out of their physical ailments simply because they do some simple Bhuta Shuddhi process. So based on that, they created this. Whatever we saw as Sapta Rishi Puja, in Tandim, in 468 temples, these things would be happening. And it would create such a phenomenal energy that everybody was longing to be in this place. And if you're born in India, your only dream is to go to Kashi. And it not only became a spiritual center, this was a center for music, arts, craft, and a commercial center and an educational center. The greatest minds in this country came from this place. Albert Einstein said, the Western sciences, the modern science couldn't take a single step without the basis of Indian mathematics. And that mathematic came from this place. The basis for that mathematic is here. And these things, the yantra, the way they created the city is so meticulous. Geometrically, mathematically, it's so perfect, so absolutely perfect, that everybody wanted to be here because it created such a phenomena around itself.